Now we're going to back up. Now you've been my customer for the last 2 hours, okay? First of all, 2 hours ago, I had a conversation with you about pricing, okay? I said, hey, Cody, do you have any questions about the price you saw online? Say yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that question is, how much better?
How much more can I get out of this?
Okay, great question, Cody. Everybody asks the same question, and it's a fair question, too. And then I'm going to go through what I just went through a few minutes ago, okay? So that happened 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to present these numbers to you. I'm going to do them not significantly, slightly differently than you do it, but there's going to be a fairly large difference in the final result. And what I want you to do is, once I finish closing you, and I'm not going to talk about leases, because as I understand it, you people don't talk to the customers about leasing. All you do is throw this at them at the end, right?
I don't know. They always want to put a lease on there, so.
Okay, yeah, but do you ever talk to the customer about leasing during the?
Not if we've already had that discussion. I don't know. A lot of times it's come up before.
Okay, again, believe me, nobody's a bigger proponent of leasing than I am. I mean, I love it,
Yeah.
but I would never just unleash lease payments on a customer if I hadn't discussed leasing with them prior. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the numbers up here. So I'm going to come out and I'm going to say, hey, thanks for your patience, Cody. First things first. The Outback you drove, is it the right vehicle?
Yes, I think so.
Right color,
Oh, yeah.
right equipment. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the vehicle. We love it.
Yeah.
All right, I want to remind you a couple things. We mentioned this before, but I'm going to just repeat it. For the next 3 years with 36,000 miles, you're not going to have to pay for a car repair. Something breaks, Subaru pays for it. Powertrain, 5 years, 60. When it comes to cost of ownership, we're going to drive yours down, because the first $348 worth of maintenance, we're going to pay for. Every time you have your vehicle serviced, we're going to wash your car. You've got 3 years of Starlink. That's a $360 value. Roadside assistance, if you had to pay for it, it cost you $180. All of that, somebody else is going to pay for. Okay? Here's your opportunity. This was the MSRP. We have discounted it $5,000 along with a rebate from Subaru. That gives you a $6,000 discount. Okay? That's, by the way, what brought you in here. Your vehicle, based on the year, make, model, trim level, and condition, we're going to buy it for $16,500. But you know what else comes with that? Another $1,155. That's taxes you're not going to pay because you're trading that vehicle in. You've got your taxes and fees, you've got an amount to finance right there. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you choices. First of all, I can't believe anybody would put 0 down, so I'm going to put an X through it. I can't believe that anybody would put 1, 2, and 3 there, because most people on a vehicle in this price range want to put down somewhere between $7,000 and $10,000. Now, did you have that number in mind or another one?
I was thinking less.
Okay, and by the way, the reason they want to do that is it lowers the balance to finance. If you choose 72 months, it would save you a significant amount of money in interest. It eats up the depreciation factor faster, so you can trade or sell it sooner. And you get to the dream payment way sooner, which is no payment at all. So if $7,000 to $10,000 doesn't work, how close can you come?
4.
Okay, then I'm going to use this column right here. Your payment will actually be a little bit less because you're putting 4 down. But between these two numbers, which one makes the most sense to you? And by the way, this is 0%. The 72, we won't know what that APR is until we do a credit check. So which one of those works best for you?
Probably 0%.
Okay, I'll need you to put an initial there and okay that right there, and we'll get your new Outback ready for delivery.
The price is too high.
No, you don't have to close. You can say anything you want to.
I mean, my first thought is I want to say, well, I still want more discount, but
No, say it.
okay. I was still thinking that this would be changed
Okay, hey, perfectly understandable, Cody. Look, you've been buying cars, you bought cars before, and every time you bought a car, they showed you a number and you said, I want a bigger discount or I want a lower price, and they went back to the Wizard of Oz and they brought you a lower price or a bigger discount, right?
Right.
Okay, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. But Cody, we had this talk about an hour and a half ago. We talked about what we call the new dealer pricing model. We talked about market-based pricing. Remember? We talked about the discounts you used to have to fight for, we now have to serve up to you on a silver platter, because if we don't, you don't show up. If we don't deeply discount our vehicles, Cody, our phones don't ring, email inboxes don't fill up, nobody shows up. So while you're doing what you've always done in the past, quite frankly, you don't need to. All right? You got not a good discount, you got a $6,000 discount off a $37,000 vehicle. I promised you two things. I promised you this would be a pleasant purchase experience. Have we had a pretty decent time so far?
Yeah.
I also promised you that it would be the fastest purchase experience of your entire life, didn't I? You're slowing us down. I need your okay right there.
That's aggressive.
Yeah.
That's.